All In Sports Network. We love sports.
Oh, apparently no intro.
What?
Happy birthday, man!
Thank you.
You made. I mean, okay, so it's no longer your golden birthday. If you don't know what that is,
No.
It's just the same year that it is the date of your birthday. You get a special 4-year stretch. See, 18 is something special for all of us. 21 is something special because you're like more of an adult, I guess. 20, you're no longer a teenager. 19 is kind of no man's land, but for you, it's your golden birthday. And so, yeah. So now that you are no longer a teenager, how does it feel?
My Uncle Brady, who is also on this podcast, asked me that. He's like, how does it feel to be 20? I said, I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but I feel the same.
Yeah.
I'm 2 decades old. That sounds weird.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Welcome to getting older. Every year just kind of feels more like it did the last year. So,
yep, exactly.
Well, I'm Kevin. Liam's back with me. We are the Unstable Blues. Happy to present All Indiana Sports as part of the All In Sports and Rogue Media Sports Networks.
Yes. Welcome back in. We are getting down to see who's really who in the NFL. Even so, there's a lot of football left to play. So, who will come out of this week victorious? Let's go all in to see what we think.
Yes. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram at All Indiana Sports and on Twitter at All Indy Sports. And don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.
We want you to be a part of this. Comment your picks before Thursday Night Football. And if you get them all right, we'll shout you out on next week's Pick 6. As always, before we make our picks this week, let's take a look at last week's picks.
Yes. So we both had the Jaguars over the Chargers, and that happened.
Yep, both.
Go ahead.
And then we both had the Bills over the Bucks, and that also happened.
Yep. And then we both had the Rams winning, and that happened as well.
Yep. And I had the Broncos.
And I had the Chiefs.
And the Broncos ended up pulling it out.
Wow. Okay, so that would mean they're now on 2-game losing streak.
Yeah.
And that Patrick Mahomes has not lost 3 in a row. Tune in Friday to see what we think about our preview. We will have not 1, but 2 special guests with that podcast, but neither one of them, at least thus far, will be Sophie Cunningham because apparently she's too chicken to show her face on our podcast. So, go and do your own podcast. Leave the real stuff to us. Then let's see. We both had, I had the Eagles.
Yep, and I had the Lions.
And the Eagles got that one done, as I suspected. And then we both had the Cowboys. And congratulations, Cowboy fans. You have now beaten the Giants, barely, and the Raiders and the Jets in a single season.
I don't know about you having the Cowboys.
What? I didn't? What? Oh, that's right. I called a tie. That's right. I did the bold move because there was one time earlier this season that I said, I think it could be a tie, but I picked somebody and it ended up being a tie.
Mm-hmm.
So I went for it this time. And so that is the game difference, as it were, right now, because I am 38-28.
And I'm 39-27. We keep on doing better each week since we first started on the Pete Souza show. We keep on getting better.
Yes, you gotta rebound from the bad games. Speaking of which, open goal rebounder and goal setup can help you in your backyard. You won't have to be nearly as bad as Pete Souza has made us. So click the link in the description for more on that. It's time to get into this week's games, though.
Yes, first one is the Bills in Houston playing the team from Houston. Team from Houston, it's on Thursday Night Football, and Houston's wearing the Battle Red jerseys.
Yes, too much polish, if you ask me, on the helmet, and not enough contrast between the blue and the red. They needed to outline the horn, kind of like the Vikings, if you ask me. So I'm going to say that, okay, I don't know if you saw the announcement, but C.J. Stroud is not playing. He made it into some practices, but he is not playing. He will be playing. They already made the announcement that he will be playing against Indianapolis, which goes to prove your point that Houston is so desperate, planning their entire schedule around
Indy
beating the Colts. So we've said this for a while that all the teams in the South are built to try to beat Indianapolis and keep them down. Will it happen? I'm not so sure. I think this is the time of the year where the Bills need to come on strong. But man, that defense is good, and man, the Bills don't look so good. And when they're away from home specifically. So man, this is a tough one. I'm going to say that the Bills get it done.
Yeah. I'm going to agree with you here. Josh Allen broke 3 records in one game last week. 3 rushing touchdowns, 3 passing touchdowns. He's not going to have as good of a week as that, but he is still going to have a great week and help the Bills win.
Yeah, the Houston thing, just keeping that all of their training going into beating Indianapolis. Speaking of which, Farm Hounds can help you train your puppies with healthy treats like a Country Mountain Dogs. Click the link in the description for more on that. That leads us to game number 2 is the Vikings at the Packers. this was one of them that snuck in because on paper, this is one of the, I don't know. The Vikings and Packers should always be a good matchup, but J.J. McCarthy has just been on a roller coaster. And so I don't know. What do you think?
It's in Green Bay. That's a tough place to play, especially this part of year. But Minnesota's kind of used to that. The environment is so hard to play in. I'm gonna give it to Green Bay. They end up barely winning this past week. Micah Parsons kind of sealing the deal, but still a win's a win. And I think Green Bay is going to keep it going, kind of put Minnesota their season to rest. Speaking of putting it to rest, Joi Baby sleep sacks and matching crib sets can help you put your little one to rest. Click the link in the description for more.
Yeah, I am going to go out on a limb here and say that the roller coaster continues, and J.J. McCarthy is going to have some magic at the end to beat the Packers. I don't trust Jordan Love. Honestly, I don't necessarily trust either one of these quarterbacks. So that's kind of where I'm at.
Yep. Next game is the Steelers, who everybody is still super high on. I don't get it. Playing at the Bears, who are doing well this season, making a run for the NFC North, especially with these, the Vikings, the Lions, and Green Bay, losing recently. And the Bears have been winning. Watch out.
Yeah, right. And this is like Aaron Rodgers' chance again to prove that he still owns the Bears. And you don't get the Steelers, but the Steelers pretty handily-ish, I don't know. 6 turnovers is pretty stout against the Colts. So you say you don't get it, but you should get it because they did what they did. But man, as doubtful as I was on Caleb Williams coming out because of the Bears specifically, for whatever reason, he's got some magic here. I think Aaron Rodgers still owns the Bears, and so I'm going to give it to the Steelers. What do you think?
I don't get it, because how do you go out, turn the ball over 6 times, but only win by a touchdown? The following week, you lose to the Chargers by multiple possessions.
Yep.
And then you beat a Bengals team who has not been good.
Yep.
That has been your past 3 games. Give me
the
Bears.
All right.
I like what Caleb Williams is doing. I like their young core that they got. And they're
Ben Johnson
real well over there.
Ben Johnson, yep. I taught you well. Coaching matters. All right. Next game then is the Eagles in the Kelly Green making a visit to Jerry World and playing the Cowboys fresh off of a dramatic win against Max Crosby. What do you think going to happen in this one?
Look good, feel good, play good. And Dallas just does not look good. Eagles. I'm going with the Eagles here.
Yeah, can you imagine if the Eagles decided that they really understood that they had Saquon and they really figured out that they had A.J. Brown? I think this is actually going to be the week where they put it all together and the Eagles are going to come out. Remember opening night where they only won by 4 and there was the weather delay and there was all this like hubbub about that. The Eagles are going to come out and absolutely crush the soul of the Cowboys. Fly, Eagles, fly on this one, even though I don't like those fans.
I understand. I understand. Second last game is Sunday Night Football. The Bucks in LA playing the Rams.
Yeah, this is a tough one because you got two potential MVP candidates. What Baker has been able to do without hardly anyone because of all the injuries that they've dealt with, and Matthew Stafford kind of turning into almost Super Bowl caliber season, Matthew Stafford, and being without Puka for a little bit and now being with old man Adams' bad back. It's a tough one, but it's in LA, so I'm going to give it to the Rams.
I agree with you there. I think the Rams are going to get it done. I don't think the Bucks have enough on defense to stop the Rams or enough on offense to keep up with them.
All right. Last game then, Sunday Night Football. It's the Panthers surprisingly good against the 49ers, back with Purdy now. What do you think?
The whole NFC South is bipolar as I've come to watch more football. The Panthers don't know who they are. The Falcons definitely don't know who they are.
To be fair, the Panthers are 6-3, and every team that they have beaten is terrible.
Yeah, which is very similar to the 9-2 Patriots. Every team that they've beaten is not that good.
Yeah.
But regardless, I don't think San Francisco can lose this to keep up with people to have a shot at the playoffs. Brock Purdy's been on the fence. I think he's back. Brock Purdy, George Kittle, and CMC. That should be all you need.
I do absolutely love a nighttime game this time of year in the Bay. I think I've talked about this before. You get the golden hour, the sun setting right at kickoff, shining off the gold helmets, and the Panthers are going to look goofy in the teal and their middle school height quarterback back there. And so I think it's going to be Niners all the way. If you'd like to take a look at any of these games or any of these players within these games, you hear what we're going to kind of take in, make your own decisions. You can put some stuff together on Underdog Fantasy Sports. Take a look at this from them before we take off. Football's back, and Underdog is the best place to make picks and win money all season long. Playing on Underdog is easy. Just pick whether your favorite players will go higher or lower on stats like touchdowns, receiving yards, interceptions, and more. Get your picks right, and you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. Download the app today. Sign up with promo code COLTS to score $100 in bonus funds or bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code COLTS. Millions of fans have already won billions making picks on Underdog. Will you be next? Underdog, make picks. Win money. Must be 18 and up, 19 and up in Alabama, Nebraska, 19 and up, and in Colorado for some games, 21 and up in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia, and must be present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. That's 467-7369. Well, you want to remind everybody we want them to participate here?
Like he just said, we want you guys to participate. Comment your picks before Thursday Night Football, and if you get them all right, we'll shout you out on next week's Unstable Pick 6.
Yeah, but that's it. For what we had. That is all that we have for
There we
today.
go.
I'm out of words. We'll be back tomorrow with our keep the pace look at the Pacers week, and candy stripe clear out peek at IU basketball, which had a close one against nobody, and then.
Yeah.
We'll finish off the week with our Colts and Chiefs preview with, as we mentioned, not just one, but two special guests. I did call out the IU coach just like I did as soon as it was brought up at the beginning whenever he was hired. I can't let it slide. Woodson was fine until Louisville. Guess who the next best opponent is for IU?
Who?
It's Louisville.
Well, this is Liam.
And this is Kevin.
Reminding you to stay all Indiana.
All in Sports Network. We love sports.